Shalom, Yasharella. I want to give infinite honors to Yahweh Y, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. And salutation, honor, and greetings to you sincere brothers pushing this truth across the four winds in these last days, seconds, and times. The Most High got his spirit heavy on his men, and it's no reason for brothers not to be getting these rivers of living water and this bread of life, man, because the hopeful elect, man, they going hard on the Urim Thummim. On the internet, man, all day. When you look down your feed, you subscribe to these various prophets around the planet, man. They just throwing out gold nuggets left and right, man. So if the Most High is dealing with you, man, there's no reason not to be getting fed and built up. And with that being said, man, wisdom. Wisdom comes from the Father of lights, and he let it descend on those that fear him. And when the Most High starts supping with you and we live in this wicked, perverse world, wisdom and knowledge teach us how to move, all right? We become immortals amongst mortals. Although physically and carnally we don't have any power, spiritually we have enough power to move mountains. And in the different facets of this society, we supposed to be moving good, man. Like these youngsters, these rap niggas, we say moving good. Us men of the Lord is supposed to be able to handle controversy with grace, different trials and tribulation with grace, because wisdom is our defense. Wisdom is what the Most High use. He pours his spirit on us and give us wisdom to teach us how to conduct ourselves as elites, kings, priests, holy men. And the people of the world, man, like King David said in the Psalms, certain shit just shouldn't offend us. Yes, we're going to sigh and cry because of the abominations going on around about us. But these peasants with these small brains, these carnal minds, they shouldn't be able to contend with us when it comes to controversy, or when they trying to beguile us or run game on us, or the way we deal with women, the way we deal with bosses on the job, so-called two-third friends. We supposed to be moving good according to wisdom. Wisdom is our light to our path. All right? Wisdom shows us how to move in the land of darkness, in the valley of the shadow of death. So with that, I'm going to go with some precepts to bag up what I'm saying, man. Us hopeful elect, man, we are mortals amongst mortal men. And I'm not even going to say mortal men, because these guys, the people of this society are brute beasts. They're animals. Okay? I'm going to start from Proverbs 1:1, a man of wisdom. King Solomon didn't ask for riches. He didn't ask for superhero powers. He asked for wisdom that comes from up high. All right? Verse 1, the Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Yasharallah, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding. These are the things we should ask for. Elijah's pupil, he asked the Most High to give him a double portion of wisdom that Elijah had, man. And those are the prayers we supposed to be asking for. To receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, judgment, and equity. To give subtlety to the simple. If you're a man of subtlety and cunning, and you're wise as a serpent, we live in a society full of cattle, simple-minded sheep, man. We supposed to be able to run circles around these niggettes, and heathen nations. We supposed to be guys amongst mortals, okay? To the young man, knowledge and discretion, all right? We supposed to have enough knowledge to deal with assholes, to deal with fools, to even deal with bloody men, okay? A wise man will hear and will increase in learning. The book of Sirach, the 5th chapter, the 15th verse, tell us to be ignorant in no thing, great or small. We supposed to be learning about the herbs, about geography, all right? about, first and foremost, the scriptures, understanding our laws, statutes, commandments, and the spiritual things and the deep breakdowns of these scriptures. All right? And once you learn that, then you learn the different things and different facets of this life, the quasars, the fruit of life, the cosmos, above and below. Okay? We become a jack of all trades and a master of many things, man. Us men of the Lord. And a man of understanding shall attend to wise counsels. We're supposed to be occupied in prophecy. Okay? Occupied in them. Occupied in the things of Yahweh Shema Shai. Like the book of Psalms, the 37th chapter say, we got to learn how to delight ourselves in Yahweh Shema Shai. And that comes with fasting, praying, and reading this word and just indulging in it, blessing Yahweh, thanking Yahweh, all right? And just getting in the spirit, man, all right? To understand a proverb in interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. Some bullshit. And their dark sayings, Salaki Yasharala. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but the fools despise wisdom and instruction. And this society, this world, this cosmos we live in, we live around about nothing but fools. All right? Even the elites of the other of Amalek, they are fools. They think they can contend with the Most High. They think they can offset prophecy. They are fools, but they are in reality. They are in reality. All right? Aside from the men of the Lord and Amalek, the elites of our nation, everybody in between, the other nations, 2/3 of our people, everybody else are a bunch of fools, man. They're out of touch with reality. And with that being said, we supposed to know how to move around a bunch of barbarians. Like the man, even though lions, tigers, and bears are the brutishest of the beasts, men have conquered them. Mortal men have outwitted them and put them in circuses, got them jumping through hula hoops and shit. That's how we supposed to be doing with these people of the society, because wisdom is tearing with us. Wisdom is uplifting us. It's making us great. All right? Bring out another precept. Psalms 119. I'm going to go to verse 105. All right, this Psalms 119 and 105. Thy word is a lamp unto our feet. And what does a lamp unto your feet mean? It shows you which way to go in the land of darkness, in the land of lies, wicked wine, perverseness. This word tells us how to move, tell us how to be, tell us how to conduct ourselves. All right? And a light unto thy path. And we're going again like that parable in the book of Sirach. We trying to get into the wide, but to get to the wide, we got to go on this path full of straits, tempest on one side and a great fire on the other side. And this word guides us so we don't go too far to the left, too far to the right, and we just stay on that path. Like on the movie, The Book of Eli, he was like, stick to the path, stick to the path. And that's what wisdom does. Like our people, when they go through those straits, they're going to fall by the wayside. Some going to fall in the tempest, some going to fall in the fire. Some going to fall, walk into brute beasts. They're going to flee from a lion and run into a bear, escape the bear and get bit by a serpent. But not the men of the Lord. Wisdom is going to guide us. All right? Let me go into verse 99. I have more understanding than all my teachers, for thy testimonies are my meditation. And we have more understanding than the teachers that taught us this Western philosophy bullshit. Okay, we can run circles around the professors that taught us in college, the teachers that taught us in high school. The various jobs that we went on that we had to learn under whoever was over us, all right, who had to train us in various jobs. Like when I worked in the plant, and I was a painter / blaster. I had to get trained, you know. And the guy that was teaching us, it was a bunch of fucking dildo heads. They didn't have no understanding. They didn't understand these scriptures. They didn't understand these passages. Now, as it pertained to this, we would never know as much as Elder Gabar, Elder Ricard, or Elder Tahar, Elder R.E.M. Log. We're not going to surpass those men. The Most High is going to be dealing with us. But David, you know, when he say he had more understanding than his teachers, he was talking about the teachers of the law. Okay? But he was a man after the Most High's heart, man. He was unique. All right? You got these Johnny-come-latelys coming up thinking they're going to know more than the men that taught them. The Most High is dealing with them like this bitch-ass nigga Nazariah. He think he know more than Elder Tahar, Elder Gabar, Elder R.M. Elder R. Ricard, and the other various elders in this truth. A Johnny-come-fucking-lately. This scripture is not applying to a nigga like that, man. All right? Although King David was probably the Most High supped with him more than his teachers, I guarantee you King David wouldn't disrespect his teachers. I guarantee you King David paid homage to his teachers. Even if he had more insight on various topics, I guarantee you he never disrespected his teachers. All right? Let me get another precept. Proverbs 26:4. That's not what I want. It must be 24:6. Salakia is a precept I'm looking for. All right, it's 24:6. For by wise counsels thou shalt make thy war. All right? When we go to our weapons of warfare are spiritual, they're not carnal. We're at war right now, man. And we're bagging bodies, man. In the book of Ezekiel, it say, when you tell a man the truth, his blood is not on your hand. It's on his head. So we bagging bodies, man, spiritually, man. We whacking shit spiritually. Man, I'm on the fucking phone, man. We whacking shit spiritually, man. We're at war. We're in a spiritual war, and it's going to metamorph into the physical, man. That's when the Most High is going to give us those spiritual powers from up high, but we're going to turn into Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, X-Men, Super Saiyans, okay? Because, and as it pertains to me saying, man, in this society, we supposed to dwarf over our enemies, over the 2/3, over these wicked motherfuckers in the society. This is what verse 7 says. Wisdom is too high for a fool. We're around nothing but fools. So you're supposed to be able, the women you're dealing with, you're supposed to be able to run circles around them according to wisdom, because wisdom teaches us how to think on a higher frequency, on a higher level. And our people, they're in a state of brute beast. You're supposed to know how to deal with your boss man at the job. You're supposed to know how to deal with your mother if she's a wicked motherfucker, your father if he's a wicked motherfucker, your brothers and your sisters. All right? You're supposed, like the scriptures say, I'm all things with all men. Be users of the world, not abusing it. Be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. These are the things wisdom teaches us. It teaches us when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk away. All right? It teaches us when to hold our tongue and when to let go. It teaches us what type of person to be around and what type of person to stay away from. It teaches us how to get money and how to keep money. It teaches us how to have faith in our power and draw our power from our power to go to the power source. It teaches us how to be a brother to our brother and be upright amongst the Gentiles. All right? It teaches us how to be motherfucking immortals. You know? So with that, Lord willing, this sit down was edifying to the listeners. I want to say infinite honors to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. And salutation, honor, and greetings to you, sincere Akim, pushing this truth across the four winds. Kwam Yasharala, keep pushing, we're at the end.